Alright, today we've got a question from the Discord, how to be stoic, and that's basically just what we're going to be going over. As you'll notice, is different to my other videos. It's actually daytime. Crazy, right? But stuff happens. Anyways, Stoicism isn't the deletion or removal of emotions from yourself, because obviously you're a human. You can't just always think unrational, no matter how stoic or how strong you are. You're gonna be thinking of emotion. Humans are built on emotion. It's instincts. Call it instincts if you want, call it whatever you want, but it is emotion, and humans run emotion. But the point of Stoicism is more to not ignore the emotion, but to acknowledge the emotion, and instead of acting on the emotion directly, analysing the emotion, what caused the emotion, and then doing a rational decision instead of an irrational emotional decision, which you would have done if you only acted on the emotion. So what is this? People call it being stoic, obviously, and then there's different qualities. Like some people say being nonchalant. I don't really, I understand the word, but it's not really something I completely understand. Like some people, they call me nonchalant. Maybe I get it, but you can't force being nonchalant. Like if you try being nonchalant, like I tried being nonchalant long ago, and guess what? It didn't work. You can't force it. It's something that comes naturally. And then all of a sudden, when I'm not trying to be nonchalant, and I'm actually just taking some space, distance away from people, not letting what other people think affect me or my mentality or anything, not letting them distract me. If I know I've got work to do, I'm gonna do the work. If I've got something better to do, then talk with people that aren't gonna benefit me. Like obviously I'll still talk to people if I'm helping them. They're asking me a question, of course I'll talk to them. If I need to ask a question, or we're talking about work or some like business or gym or something, yeah, I'll talk. But if you wanna sit down and take my time away from me talking about some rubbish, then I'm not gonna answer. And once I had that in my brain, and I was thinking, I'm just not gonna waste my time on these people, and the easiest way is, for me anyways, is just close my mouth, either look at them or just walk away like nothing happened. Like don't even respond, because a lot of people maybe don't think about this or they don't know this, and that is that humans, they have like a hidden word counter, like an energy counter during the day. And that's why a lot of the time in these marriages, these men, they start off with a good marriage, yes, it's all good, and they come home to their wife after a day of business and work. They've been talking to people, they've been on this call and in this meeting, and they get home and they're drained, not because they've used their energy or they didn't sleep well or anything like that. It's the word count for that day for that man has been used up. He just wants to have some peace. He doesn't want to start talking about everything. So when he gets home and his wife starts asking him, oh, how's your day, all of this, all of that, and then she starts getting slower replies or less enthusiastic replies, she'll start thinking something's off. But it's not the point of this video. The point of this video is how to become stoic. And there's many different routes which you can take by either learning or taking action on becoming it, or sometimes you're just pushed into becoming stoic because hard times create strong men. If you haven't read the book, go read it. It's a great book. the way to, you can learn to become stoic, which that's fine, but the most efficient way I would think for, if I was telling you someone, if someone was telling me and I didn't know anything about it, is obviously the explanation at the start about how it's not just to get rid of emotion, but to acknowledge your thoughts and emotions and turn them into rational thoughts with reasoning. What you want to do is meditate. It sounds dumb, maybe, or maybe you know already about the power of meditation and you're like, well, yeah, that makes sense. Because meditation, like I've explained in another video, is basically just not practicing and thinking to not have any thoughts enter your mind, but rather it is to notice when you get distracted in your mind from your meditation or you're thinking about something, noticing that thought and letting it go, and then going back to focusing. And when you can do that super fast, because obviously at the start you'll give this thought some time, and then you'll notice, alright, I'm thinking about something else, then you get rid of it, and then over time you get not even a second of a thought that comes up, and if it's not important to you, you get rid of it. Simple, really. 1 to 5 minutes a day, it's all you really need. Obviously the more time you do it every day, the faster it will benefit you. I'm sure up to a certain point, if you do 20 hours of meditation every day, it will benefit you, but maybe the benefits will slowly slow down, right? But 1 to 5 minutes, that's great. If you want to do 10, 15, that's way better. But if you've got other things to do in your life, you don't want to dedicate your life to meditating like a monk or something, then you don't have to do like 20 hours of meditation a day. Anyways, once you've got that meditation, catching the thought, you want to start noticing your emotions. Whenever you're angry or something, instead of saying, oh, I was angry, whatever, you want to analyze yourself, you want to analyze your emotion. You want to think, oh, I got angry and I did something because of that. What caused me to be angry? When you get the signs and know what causes you to be angry, what causes you to be sad, you can either avoid them, or when they happen, you can acknowledge them and know, okay, am I sad? Am I angry? Because I'm angry, am I going to make a bad decision? Or because I'm angry, just like that. And once you've acknowledged the emotion through mindfulness, which is what you get from being meditating for time, is you'll be mindful of the emotion. The emotion comes into your head, and the emotional idea comes into your head, and you'll notice that it's an emotion attached with an emotional idea. And if it's not a bad idea, after this simple, I don't know how much steps, I haven't planned this, I'm just talking, like I don't want to be like a robot. I think the best way to talk is just to talk from the heart, right? Anyways, first you have to spot the thought or the emotion. So the emotional thought or just the emotion inside you have to spot it first, and you have to spot it fast before you act out rationally. Second, you have to think, why am I feeling this emotion or thinking that? And then once you've got that, think, now go to the root of it, because sometimes what caused it isn't the root of it. Maybe there's something that caused that, or something caused someone to say that because they thought something else that maybe isn't right. Now that's the third step. So once you've got to the root of it, then do not speak. That's the point where being nonchalant comes into place. You stop. You do not talk. If you get used to just not talking and listening, letting the other person talk, then if they've said something to make you sad or angry and you don't talk, chances are they're gonna use that time, and if they have said something wrong, they'll realize it, they'll apologize maybe. But obviously if that's not the case, you still use the silence to your advantage. You calm down, don't have to take a super deep breath, it helps obviously, but if you're just not acting on the emotion, not letting it dissipating through your breathing, letting the emotion that's all stuck in your head, it's all built up, letting it go through your body, then you dissipate it. And once you've got the root, you can create a logical or rational answer or solution to the problem. If the best solution is to walk away, then just walk away. If the best solution is to not talk, don't talk. And if for some reason you're not experienced or you don't know what to do in a situation, if it's not life or death, if it's just like someone said something and you don't know how to respond or do anything, just don't respond. If you don't know how to respond, don't respond. If you don't know what to do, don't do. Just walk away from the situation. If it's something like fight or flight, someone comes into a fight, maybe then think faster. There isn't time for a pause. You think, should I run, or is this guy gonna attack someone else? Do I have to stop him? Because if it's just some guy like attacking you, then yeah, you can attack him, but maybe only in certain circumstances. For example, if you're in somewhere where you know, like in school, even though schools these days aren't even that safe, to be honest, but if you're on the street and some crazy man's attacking you, you don't want to fight back if he hasn't actually started attacking you. If he's not close enough to attack you, you keep it that way. You don't go towards him and to attack him, to be a big man or something, because for all you know, that guy could have just his fists, or that guy could have a sword or anything. He could have a bottle, a piece of glass, a small knife or whatever. So in those moments, it's your time to analyze the moment and think, what's the benefits of this action, that action, and that action? Alright, well, that action, maybe if I go towards him but I can't see he's got something behind his back, maybe that's not the best one, because it could be something bad. If it's like, it's not chance, but you can call it that, right? You're taking all of the opportunities of things you could do and think, what could be the biggest risk, not what will, because you don't think, oh yeah, what are the chances he's going to have a knife, I'm just going to go fight him. That's the wrong mindset. That's emotional. That is, you're gambling, and not even with money, you're gambling with your life. If there's a chance that he has a knife, and you don't have to protect anyone, say you've got a child or your mother or an elderly person that they're trying to get to, then smartest thing is just get out there. You know, you think, and then you spot the dangers and any chance of danger, even if it's a 1% chance of there being danger from that guy having a weapon or something. The point of life is, it's not, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen in your life. You have to expect the unexpected. You might think in the moment, oh well, probably doesn't have a knife, right? But then if you do go towards him and attack him, in 99 scenarios you win the fight because he doesn't have a knife. But in that one scenario where he does have a knife, and then you do get hurt, then you're wishing and thinking back rationally, why did I go towards him if there was a chance that he had it? So another part is, you know, when people say they have foresight or something, I have no idea, where they look back on something and they think more rationally about it and think of the decisions they could have done. That's what you want to do in the moment before. So you want to start thinking like that before. Think of the consequence and think, what would you think if that consequence happened to you, even if there's a small chance of it happening. If it happened, what would future you think if you did the decision and took that gamble and then it happened? But I've got places to be, unfortunately. I mean, it is today. I am a student, but I hope if anything helps with your problem, helps. If you have any more questions, obviously leave them in the comments, come to me in person, or chuck them in the Discord, in the thread. You can create a thread in the questions and advice channel. Alright, talk with other people in the thread, talk with me in the thread. I'm active, only through certain times though. I've just got Discord on my phone the other day, so hopefully I'll maybe get in the habit of checking it more, checking the community and stuff. So remember, check the Discord. It'll be in the comments, or if I can, I'll put it here. And then, since I've learned how to do this, I think the subscribe will be there. And YouTube will just put a video here of something that you might want to watch. Just remember to like. If you have any questions, comment and subscribe, because it helps a lot with the algorithm, getting it out to other people that might need the help that you're getting. So enjoy your life. Check out the Discord on that.